Guys, is it time for us to hop into some ranked? It's been so long since I've actually played Brawl Stars ranked. Like, I genuinely, I think it's been like I think it's at least over a week. This is kind of crazy. You know what's crazy, guys, is I didn't realize Brawl Talk is... I thought Brawl Talk would be this past Saturday, but apparently Brawl Talk is this upcoming Saturday. It's in less than a week from now, which is kind of insane. I don't know if I'll be able to get my next main channel video done by then. Uh-oh. It's gonna be kind of hectic. So this week is basically just like a calm before the storm, I guess. Are we not going to talk about how Buffies are going to destroy the economy? Well, I mentioned it in my first reaction video talking about Buffies, but the thing is, there's a chance that it might be fine. I got a chance to talk to a few of the devs. Well, mostly, got a chance to talk with Adrian, Frank, and there was an additional Brawl Stars developer who came up to me and said like, yo, we watch your videos. And I was like, oh my god, what? That's crazy. And there's some interesting points that he mentioned. You know, well, I guess I'll just play some Brawl Stars ranked while I yap for a little bit. I don't know what the meta is like. I assume it's like the same thing. But so essentially, because I basically, every single dev that I met, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I asked them, you know, yeah, so what's the deal with Buffies and the price? Are you gonna like nerf that at all before it releases? And every single one said no. They're gonna basically keep the price as it is. And when I asked them why, because, right, like I said in my first initial reaction video, the cost of, I don't even know what the fucking ban. The cost to max out your brawler right now is at a pretty delicate spot where you can free to play, unlock, and max out more than one brawler a month. And I think that's really nice because that way free to play players get like a little bit more. If you couldn't unlock and max out one brawler per month, then I think free to play gameplay would just feel really bad in general because you wouldn't be able to like catch up ever, quote unquote, or at least like try out the new brawler or like unlock multiple and max out multiple brawlers at the same time to at least like try to like enjoy the new brawler and also upgrade your account for ranked or for whatever other thing you want to do. So that's what it is right now. But then with Buffies coming out, the free-to-play economy right now will not allow you to unlock. It'll allow you to unlock, but you can't max out more than one brawler per month anymore if the Buffies price are the way they are with the current income. Why am I being suggested to be from? Who are these people? What the fuck? Okay, I'm in Legendary, I guess. We have Ollie thing. What the fuck? Okay, I'll just go roughs. I'm thinking I'd probably just get wall break to break open the walls for the shade, but I don't know. So that's like the main concern for me with Buffies. I've been able to max out 2 to 3 as a free-to-play. Yeah, right. Like, you know, more than one brawler is like an underestimate. I still see a lot of people whining online and stuff right now, which I think is a little bit unfair. And like, is like, we're all free-to-plays are still cooked. Like, we can't unlock anything and upgrade anything. It's like, you don't even play the game. Like, if you're saying something like, you clearly don't actually play the game. Because free-to-play players can unlock and max out a lot of brawlers. Or at least 1, potentially 2 or 3 if you get like lucky and stuff. And like, grind a lot. But with Buffies, that thing is it's gonna be changing, and that's like my big concern. But when I talked to a developer, what they ended up saying was more or less that when you're balancing a game economy, just in terms of general user experience, they say that supposedly it's better to make a really high goal and kind of balance up to it instead of making a really achievable goal and then, you know, players just unlock it all really fast and then have nothing left to do. That was kind of their main reasoning for why the price is so high, is that their plan is to just make it really high and make it hard to achieve at first and then slowly balance up to it and make it easier over time to get the Buffies by like adding either community events or additional resource buffs here and there by like monitoring the economy. Now this is very sketchy in the sense of like they could clearly be just like lying, right? And like they're just saying that because they don't want, like, they want people to struggle to get it and then spend a bunch of money, and they don't actually care about the players or whatever, and like they're not, like, there's a chance that they're just saying that because they want to be greedy. Like that's like the main thing that I should kill this tree. That I think a very jaded individual might take away from that too. So I don't know, but like I'm inclined to believe Brawl Stars because I don't think a dev would have a reason to lie to me like when we're talking in person and it's like not exactly recorded as a conversation or an interview or anything. And you know, I mean, like I think the Brawl Stars devs are pretty good generally. I think they generally act in good faith and they're not like gonna be like I don't think they're gonna be they're not gonna make the game worse just to make profits better, hopefully. We'll see though. We will see, because Clash Royale low-key have done the fucking weirdest update ever, and I mean their revenue numbers are still really high right now, so who knows. Did we just lose this game? That's crazy. It's still actually winnable if we hit every shot here. Oh, okay. No, we lost. They definitely want people to spend like crazy in the first few months to get the Buffies, but I can see them nerfing the prices after the initial hype. They're not going to nerf the prices after the release, probably. I don't believe that they would. Like I said, like I don't think it makes sense to ever nerf prices. I think they're only ever going to buff up the resource gains, right? The nice thing about that, though, if you think about it like from another perspective, is if they increase the cost to max out a Brawler by the way they are, but then they buff up resource amounts, it's going to get way cheaper relatively to like upgrade your other abilities like hypercharges, brawler levels, star powers, and whatnot, right? Like, if the resources truly get more common to account for the Buffy prices, then that just means that everything else is gonna get like cheaper in comparison, you know? So it's like I don't know. I think I think there's a world where in like a year from now, a free-to-play player is gonna be able to get a hypercharged brawler really fast, relatively fast, and then the you know, Buffies might come like a little bit later. Or, because the other thing too is that because the Buffies affect gadgets and star powers, you might just be able to get the, oh shit, what am I doing? You might just be able to get the Buffies over time, and so you might not even really notice it too much. I don't know, it depends. Also, I will say the other thing too, that's kind of been bugging me a little bit from like the reaction that I've seen online. A lot of people have already put their thoughts out on Buffies, saying like, this is gonna kill the game, or you know, the game is gonna be like terrible now because of Buffies, or like, you know, it's like you're complaining about a feature that, for the record, is not in the game yet. I think that's so weird. Like guys, Buffies hasn't actually like reached the game yet. We're not, no one actually knows what it's gonna be like. I think people are writing it off a little bit too fast. If you're raising prices and how many resources people get, isn't that just inflation? Yeah. I don't think resource inflation is inherently a bad thing in video games per se, because that just like in effect it just makes it easier for new players to unlock old content, right? Like second star powers and gadgets will be so much easier if coin amounts are buffed a lot because of Buffies coming in the game. Did you think about how imbalanced it will be that the 6 brawlers will have buff gadget hyper? Yeah, it's like I think in theory it'll be very, 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 very broken. Who knows? Like they gave Buffies on purpose to, I think, Shelly and Colt, because those brawlers are like relatively dog shit right now, and so even if they get a huge buff, that's like actually a fine, and it's a good thing. I gotta break these walls so the shit stops fucking us. I'm only half paying attention to this game, by the way, guys. If you think the gameplay is garbage, okay, this does not reflect my true epic gameplay capability, I swear. Not cope. Okay. Damn. Okay, nice. Okay. Space the shade. Break this wall too. Nice. I will say also that Cheong is using the fucking slow gadget. I saw it earlier and I didn't comment on it because I was talking about Buffies, but that's so fucking weird. Break this too, fuck it. Oh. Nice hyper from the Otis. Kill the Chester. I don't want to die to this Cheong, but he can kill me. I kind of have to heal. Let's see if the Ollie hyper's in. Or if he decides to just sit on his ass. Wow, that was the worst hyper I think that I've ever seen from an Ollie. Like ever, of all time. That's insane. Alright, map is very open now. Shade should have a very tough game. Hopefully our Otis clips here and hits shots. Okay, he got clipped. That's like not really what I wanted to see. Please. No! Oh my god, big mute. No way. Kill him. Holy shit. No way we lost. Bro, we lost this game? Alright. Nah, like what is that? Fucking hell. That's actually crazy to lose this, by the way. It was all shits and giggles until I heard you can equip all Buffies at once. How is that not broken? Well, it probably is broken, but we'll see how it actually is. Yeah, it's kind of like a will see thing. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the Buffies is just like a will see thing, because like for example with Colt, right? Like you get the effect from the star power if you hit your shots. Is that gonna be broken? Maybe. It's possible that like if you're not good at Colt and you're not hitting shots to begin with, you probably won't see a big buff anyways. I don't know if that applies to other stuff like the spike. I think the spike Buffy, the curveball, that looks fucking dumb, and everything about that needs to be like completely changed before it gets released, in my opinion. But you know, I feel for creators it's gonna hurt the wallet to do 18 gacha pulls a day and day one unless you have 36,000 power points banked. Well, that's actually very funny that you say that. You know, I don't know, guys. I need a creator code fast before Buffies comes out so that I can fucking actually afford to even get any of the new abilities on release, dude. It's gonna be so expensive. Fuck, it's gonna be brutal. Keynote, they devalue power points to 2 to 1 to where they're worth just as much as coins, but seemingly no other buffs to compensate other than with purchases. Yeah, that's fair too. I saw that, I think, talked about where Supercell says that they're devaluing power points from 2 to 1, but that doesn't really make sense because star power PowerPoint drops and like Brawl Pass PowerPoint amounts, that's not getting doubled because PowerPoints are now devalued from 2 to 1. I think maybe that's just like an internal thing. Maybe they're going to tweak the numbers on their end in terms of like community events, but like genuinely, I don't think that means what they said that it means. Dry season. I have first pick. Do I see an Edgar ban on my screen? Is that Edgar Willow? What is that? Honestly, it's been too long. I don't remember what I wanted to first pick. I could just let this go Angelo. It's fertilized that because of buff curveball. It's we'll see. There's a chance they might tweak it before it's released. If they do tweak it before it's released, that'll be like really nice. My money is that they're not going to rework it entirely, so you're still going to do like the double shot. But my bet is that they can like tweak the numbers on the second shot so it doesn't do as much damage. It'll just be like extra tickling and pokey and annoying. That's my hope at least. If it's not that, then fuck us. I guess we're fucked. They've just made probably the most annoying brawler in the game. They wanted to make Buffies more expensive too. Yeah, I know. I heard that apparently like Hyros Time or someone like negotiated down the price of the Buffies from some obscenely high amount before. We'll see how it goes. Genuinely, I think we have to try it to know. Like we have to, a lot of things like economy and, you know, like actual game balance, like it's like GG, right? Like I think GG sneak peeks, a lot of people were looking at it and like, oh my god, that shit's so broken, and then it's out and then it's like, well, what does she actually even really do? It's an assassin that loses to throwers, you know. It's like, well, who knows how the Buffies will feel in person, like in the actual game. I almost said in person, in the actual game. Am I running jump? God damn it, that's generally so horrible. All right, well, this game is going to be annoying. The one thing that is a little bit annoying though about like feeling out an economy change is like if they were a little transparent with the numbers, in theory you wouldn't have to feel out the economy change, you would just look at the numbers and compare. But because they've done these changes where a lot of progression is locked to... Did I just die to a Mandy? God damn it. A lot of progression is locked to community events. It's a little bit awkward now. Like you can't actually know if progression is like good or bad until you actually kind of see it happen, because you can't calculate for or account for community events that well anymore. And even like looking at historical community event data is inaccurate now too, because if they're like changing the community events or buffing it or changing it at all, then it's like different. That was a nice shot from me there. All right, we're winning again. We have Penny turret down. We have Blue Star. I think they don't. They have Mr. P turret, but I think it's fine. Oh, he's gonna take our Penny turret out though. Let's see if I can push up here. Dude, if I had the Pierce gadget, I'd be doing so much. Oh, they walk there? Alright, that's unlucky. That should be a dead Mandy though. Alright, I think this game is free. Did they ever say if you could buy Buffies with gems? I presume you can buy like the necessary resources with gems, even if you can't buy the Buffies themselves outright. Is that a Mandy hypercharge? Oh my fuck. Oh, thank god. Let's go. Alright, big. Psychological tactic called price anchoring, by the way, starting a high price and then lowering it. Well, it's not really anchoring if they had a high price in development and then lowered it before it was released. That's not anchoring. It's anchoring if they have a high price and then they discount it in the shop. That's anchoring. And like, yeah, that is a tactic. I don't think they're gonna discount it though in the shops. I doubt they would. I don't know. A lot of the way that the devs, like the demeanor, I'll say, when I was asking them in person, it seems like they're not so inclined to decrease the price at all because they nerfed it a lot and they have some specific goal in mind of making it an expensive price. Probably, like I said earlier, because they have this just like internally, maybe from experience, they've found that it's better if you have a really expensive thing to grind for and then buff up resources slowly over time from there. But you know, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt when I can, and I'm not just saying that, oh, it's because they're like greedy pigs and they're trying to, you know, milk the player base for all their money because they're awful and evil people. Like, I think, I don't know. The mobile game, like, meta is so, it's just so monetized. Like, it's a little disgusting. I don't know. I hate to bring up Clash Royale and, like, Brawl Stars related topics, but genuinely every time I look at Clash Royale and see what they're doing, I'm actually just disgusted. And I play the game. I played the game for a little bit, and I'm done now because it's just like so bad. And yet there's still like record earnings. You know what I mean? It's like clearly all the outrage about the game being pay to win doesn't actually mean anything ever. Also, I didn't have Pierce. I did like nothing this game. I'm facing a thrower and Mandy with no Pierce and Mr. P. This is horrible. I gotta get this gadget off of my equip. My biggest complaint is that it's random. It's that it's nice because I'm gonna be able to choose what I get. It's semi-random because they have it split out into the claw machines, but yeah, that is also kind of just like I don't know. We'll see how it feels. Again, we'll see how it feels. But if it feels like shit, guys, trust me, I'll be the first one to say, like, oh my god, this is fucking horrible. And I will make a main channel video saying it with vitriol and hatred in my words. 100%, guys. You know I love complaining. God, complaining just feels so good. Let's spin out probably Shade. No code privilege? No, I mean, you can shit on the game with the code, too. You'd just be getting paid to do it, which is, like, actually better. Fuck, man. I gotta get my creator code back, guys. Buffies, my wallet cannot sustain the Buffies buff. Let's see. LMAO, you will not get it back? Why do you say that? Why do we first pick Tick? Why are we going Janet? Kairos choking on Supercell's huge day for the millionth time. Kairos time is kind of an interesting case. He's so, like, deep in the Brawl Stars cabal. He's probably has a personal lines of communication with every single member of the Brawl Stars dev team. In a sense, you could say that they're probably friends. Like, they're friendly at the very least, right? Like, it's like if you have a friend that works at a company and also the well-being of his job kind of determines your livelihood and YouTube channel. You know, are you gonna like shit talk him or like assume he's like they're like evil people when they make decisions that it's like no. I don't know. It's just so weird. Kairos time is also, I think, inherently like I don't think he's a complainer. I think I mentioned it. I noticed especially like in some of his videos where he actually ended up complaining. I think about something or other. Like he specifically said, like, I don't want to be like a complainer because I feel like it's not fun or good content. It's not positive. I don't think he wants to put out like negativity with his channel, and that makes sense. I mean, I'm kind of the same. Like, I don't want to just like be negative for the sake of being negative. Especially in all of my videos where I critique the game and all, I try to at least like. I mean, I never assume that Brawl Stars are like evil people or like the dev team are bad, and I also try to like at least like make a constructive feedback and like say like, hey, I think this could be better. Yeah, and also Kairos time complains too. It's not like he's like a complete like meat slobberer or anything. I mean, he has a wife and kids. He's probably more straight than like half of my chat, if we're being really honest. But you know, he's a guy that is maybe a little too nice. Oh, shit. Yeah, thanks for the 5. Oh. Oh. quick take on Buffies. It looks really expensive, looks really broken, but I have no idea how it'll actually be to play with them in game until it comes out, and that's my take. It's a boring take. Like, the take is literally let's wait and see for the most part, but surface level it looks pretty broken. But there's a chance that it actually is fine too. Like, I could see a world where, unironically, Buffies, once like a good amount of brawlers have them, like, yeah, the ones that have them will be probably in the meta, but it's like when Bull, Spike, and Colt and Shelly got their initial round of hypercharges, it's like yeah, they were strong, but they weren't totally meta defining, and a lot of non-hypercharged brawlers at the time were also still meta, just because like the game is gonna be still balanced, or it's gonna try to be. So like, yeah, it looks broken, but but we'll see. Like, I could see a world where the Buffies genuinely make the characters more interesting to play. The nice thing, like the upside to Buffies to the game that I think a lot of people haven't been talking about, is that genuinely, I think it could be really interesting to play brawlers with like gadgets that can do two different things depending on if you aim or tap it. And it could also be like cool that like if you're really good at Colts, that like you can be rewarded for hitting your shots more so than someone who misses their shots. I mean, not, I guess you already get rewarded for hitting your shots, but like, you know what I mean, like it could be really cool. Or it could just be like unfun and broken. I mean, you know, everything's possible. I should be taking space. Let me push up. Oh shit. Okay, turret's replaced, that's fine. It should be done. I think if I get my super, we have tick hyper. If Brock gets a couple shots and get a super, this is like chill. Oh yeah, that's a lot of tick value. Oh my god, that's so much tick value. Oh my god, and the Brock gets a meaty super. Okay, we're out, we're winning. That's all that matters. You want to increase skill expression while just making brawlers stronger? Well, yeah, but the brawlers are stronger because the brawlers are stronger in ways that in theory could take more skill to use, but I don't know if that's going to be true for all of them. So, like, I don't actually entirely even remember what all the Buffies do. Guys, wait, sorry, let me actually... They've only announced or teased 3 brawlers. Spike, Shelly, and Colt. And they don't mention at all... Guys, they don't even mention what the Shelly Buffies are, right? They only mention Spike and Colt's Buffies. They show Shelly's gadget, but they don't... I don't think they show... The Buffy is the shield, but they don't actually show the Shelly Buffies. I don't know if I mind that Colt is a good brawler. If after this update Colt is actually good, I don't think that's a bad thing. The bad thing is that the Spike gadgets are cool. Like, look at this gadget, guys. That's cool. That's genuinely cool. This is stupid. Whatever this is stupid as fuck and makes no sense. What if Colt is broken? I don't think Colt will ever be broken. Guys, it's fucking Colt, okay? The brawler, as in general, is too honest, even with Buffies, to be broken. Like, you can always counter it, unless it gets Silver Bullet back, but I don't think that's happening. Don't you hate the fact that it's a flat buff to a brawler, that it is a lot more expensive and totally makes the brawler more broken by providing free value? I have to see and play it to know. I don't know if what I've seen besides the Spike one is free value. Maybe the Colt's hypercharge Buffy. Like, the Spike curveball is the only egregious Buffy that is just free value per se. It being a lot more expensive, I've already talked about, and like, yeah, I think that is worse, but we'll see how it actually plays out. I mean, on some level, any single, like, like, if you think about it, providing a buff to a brawler and making it more expensive to upgrade and making a brawler stronger is essentially what any addition to a brawler's kit will do. Like, if you think about it, like if Brawl Stars added, let's say not Buffies, but some other 5th button or whatever that just does like another ability, like that qualifies under that criteria. Any single update that they could have done to the game would qualify under your criteria. And I don't think that is fair to write off any single change that they could do as calling it out as just making the game worse. Like, that doesn't make sense. What should I go? Probably just K's. It feels like a lot of people are hating just because they don't like change. I think we need to be a little bit more measured in our response until we see the Brawl Talk this Saturday. And then when the Brawl Talk comes out, that's when we all get up in unison and say, this sucks, without even getting to play it, okay? Because, you know, obviously the Brawl Talk, I mean, we gotta form our opinion based solely on the Brawl Talk without actually playing the gameplay, you know? I mean, that's critical, that's vital. Is that Mecha Piper? What the fuck? Oh, I'm dead. No, she auto-aims. I rewatched your auto-aim video after the announcement your idea was miles better. Well, yeah, the nice thing is that, like, my idea would have basically been only people who are good at the game can take advantage of it. So if you're someone who, like, values skill and stuff in games, like, yeah, you'll probably like my idea a lot more. I like my idea a lot more. But I understand that Brawl Stars isn't a game for everyone. Like, they have to make a buff be usable for every single player in some way. I've also seen a couple people where, like, I actually noticed there were some people who were talking about, like, oh, Bedlam's idea sucks because, like, requiring manual aim during hypercharged effects or something, it won't feel good to take away an ability, or take away functionality during hypercharge. I don't know. I don't think my opinion was, like, consensus or popularity or whatever. Why are we losing this game, by the way? Is my Nani not hitting any shots? Or, like, what's going on? Oh shit. Ow. Okay, well this round is definitely lost, but I don't really understand why. Oh, I almost killed her. Looks like a 3v1. Yeah, I feel like I was on the Byron lane the whole game and my teammates have yet to do anything. I don't know what's going on. Guys, what is this Nani's KD? What even happened? We haven't been able to break out a spawn the whole game. No, I don't. Oh, I wanted to double the lane. Okay, that's fine. That works. All right. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty good start. Let's see if our teammates can lock this in. That's really annoying. Okay, nice kill on the Piper there. Big double kill in even. Let's take this. Okay. I think the Piper's here, so we just have to watch out for that. Does that die before it reaches me? Nice. Oh, I think I wasted that. That's fine. Okay, we got a hit. We're getting hits. Shield is down. I think this is should be a win, in theory. Angela's hyper too, so that should be pretty good. Okay, I killed her. Nani should get at least the shield. Never understand why people did the gadget rework. Well, the gadget rework was because it did make the game less skill, for like being honest with ourselves. In terms of like now the gadget spam was the biggest thing. There were a lot of brawlers whose gadgets were balanced around the fact that they only had a set number of charges. And when you take that away, it's just like a lot of the gadgets in the game became super broken. Especially right now, one of the big offenders is a Lily gadget. Like, Lily would never be considered meta in gem grab and stuff before... Well, maybe she would not. I won't say never, but like Lily only works right now in the meta because she can spam her gadgets. Like, the fact that she can always have her Vanish gadget available is insane. Before, she was only a knockout brawler, and like gadgets with like that can like that modify your next attack, like Grey Hook or Angelo Pierce and stuff. Like, they were not always considered like the GOAT gadgets because, you know, like you could, once they used all three, like you could play around that. And there was also strategies too with aggro brawlers. Like, you could actually counter Piper with assassins more easily because she wasn't able to just spam her gadgets infinitely. Oh, I just dashed into a wall. That's so unlucky. Damn. I don't think the people who are mad about the gadget rework are like saying that for no reason. But like now that the gadgets are infinite, it's true that the game feels better. Oh, I didn't get my fucking dash off. Like the game does feel better now that gadgets are infinite in terms of like you don't have to put much thought into it. But I don't think that's not because it's like, you know, more skillful or anything. Like look at this. This Eve has jumped every single interaction, by the way. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do I can't do anything to this Eve. She just keeps jumping. Ow. Oh no. Dude, this projectile spam is crazy. Alright, there we go. Wait, what was that gadget there? That was crazy. Okay. Nice. Big damage. Nani's popping off. Kind of. Do we get the shield? Okay, they're doubling the lanes now too. I would rather not deal with an Eve. Oh, she jumped. Why? The thing. Angela, shoot now! Why did he wait so long? Oh my gosh. That's actually a waste of my secret, low-key. Okay. Unfortunately, this game is cooked, guys. I can't lie. Like, that's so sad that we lost this game. But I listen. I don't want to point fingers, but like this Nani went 6 and 14. No idea how they plan to rework Vanish without destroying Lily. Well, they just have to make the Brawler like viable.